And welcome back to Bobby Barrow Stadium. Mario Medrano bringing the action from between the San Benito Greyhounds and the Edinburgh Bobcats. Joining me here in the second half will be Armando Garza, sports writer for the San Benito News and the Valley Morning Star. Armando, I want to welcome you to the broadcast here tonight.
Thank you, Mario. Always good to be with you guys at KSPG and Valley Central.
Well, interesting first half, Mando, between the Edinburgh Bobcats and the San Benito Greyhounds. A little sloppy at the beginning, couple of errors for the Bobcats, costing some points. San Benito was able to capitalize on those.
Definitely, you know, the special teams are what the Greyhounds have been working on. Alex Rosales is a new coordinator, one of the new coaches that I'm sure we'll talk about later. And, you know, the block punt, the onside kick, you know, those are good things that good teams do, and they were able to execute very well in the first half.
Yeah, and for the Bobcats, you know, also a new program, new coach, and we'll be talking about that with you. I know you're very familiar. You write for the local newspapers, and so I want to talk to you, pick your brain a little bit. So sure. I'm glad you're here with us today. Armando Garza from the sports writer for the San Benito News and Valley Morning Star. And here we go, ready to kick off. San Benito will receive. Line drive kick to the left side of the field. Picked up at about the 10-yard line. Fumble now. Picked up again to about the 15. Still going. Breaks it to the outside on the right side. Breaking tackles to the 40, to the 45. Across midfield is number 8. He's still going. Turning on the Jets. Still going. Angling to the 10-yard line, to the 5. Touchdown. Touchdown. Javier Jr. J.R. Gaitan. J.R. Gaitan takes the kickoff back about 90 yards. Beautiful run. It's a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play. Yet to see. Mando, this is one of the explosive players for San Benito. Players to watch out for.
Weren't we just talking about special teams? Let's see what the flag is here. But yeah, J.R. Gartan had a pretty good return earlier as well.
Very explosive player for the San Benito Greyhounds. Apparently no flag on the play. We saw the signal on the screen. Apparently no flag on the play. That's going to stand. Touchdown for San Benito. Extra point. Here's a snap, and here's a kick. And the kick is good. And just like that, with 11 minutes, 43 seconds, let's look at the replay. Picked it up at about the 10, 11-yard line. Mishandled it. And you know what they say, Mando, so many times when that allows the mishandling of the ball actually allowed the coverage team to overrun the play. Got a little creasy on the line and was able to take it all the way.
Right, and he was very decisive. You know, right from the get-go, he collected himself. He knew where he was going to go, and then he just turned on the Jets, like you said. Great return by J.R. Gaitan.
Yeah, and San Benito's got another one that was very dangerous last year, and that was Gabriel Vasquez. I think he got honorable mention as a kick returner last year. Of course, Gabriel's starting running back. He's not being used at that spot.
Right.
They got some talent. San Benito's got some speed up in the receiver spots and the tailback spots, so they show it on that play. So with 11 minutes, 43 seconds into the third quarter, Greyhounds 46, Edinburgh Bobcats 7.
And we talked about the special teams, Mario. You know, they started the game with the onside kick, and then they got a block punt.
Block punt.
Now you get a kickoff return. I mean, these kinds of things take the wind out of the sails of the opponent. And you know, Edinburgh's a very young team, but I mean, they're learning a lot tonight.
Kickoff by number 82, long kick. Number 3 is going to take it at about the 2-yard line. Going up the middle, picking up blocks, makes a tackle. Still going, breaks it to the outside. A lot of traffic. Good kick return to about the 40-yard line. Good play. Good little player, Mando, number 3. He's only a sophomore, according to what I have on the roster. Running back Nathan Mattis.
Nathan Mattis. Yeah, you know, throughout the first half, you know, you see him fighting for those tough yards, and for a young kid, you know, he's going to get his opportunities here, and the more reps he gets, the better he's going to get.
Bobcats ready, come to the ball resting at the 38-yard line, shotgun formation, 2 men in the backfield. Borrego, the quarterback, handoff is to the right side. Once again, minimal gain on the right side. Running behind tight end over on the right side, number 80, Tristan Olivares. Short gain on the play that time. Quickly to the line. And this offense is Mando. They like to run a quick, fast tempo type of offense.
Right.
Quickly to the line. In the backfield is also number 30 for the Bobcats. That would be Alex Garcia. 2 men in the backfield. Borrego calling the signals. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle. No place to go. Right into number 90. Number 90 for the Greyhounds. Brendan Ray Leal making the tackle. No place to go.
That's a kid who's really stepped up for San Benito. We're talking about Brandon Ray Leal. Right there, he wrapped him up quickly, Got some help there from number 95,
95.
John Alvarez.
Both tandem of 2 tackles for the Greyhounds making the tackle. Here we go. Borrego already calling for the signals. 3rd and 11. He's going to keep it to the right, rolling out to the right, looking to pass. He's going to be brought down at about the 31-yard line. On the tackle was number 22. I believe that was number 22 on the tackle for San Benito, Edward Alvarez.
So excuse me, Mario. I think he had the block kick earlier, one of the block punts, Edward Alvarez.
So punting situation for the Edinburgh Bobcats, facing a 4th and long, 4th and about 20. So the punting team onto the field. Back to punt. It's number 18, Jorge Castillo, for the Edinburgh Bobcats. Back to receive for San Benito is number 4, Armando Medrano. He's got your name. He's got my last name. He's got to be good. High kick to the right side, going to the sideline. There will be no return on that one. That's going to go out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
And I think that was by design. I think they're tired of seeing these long run backs by San Benito. So heads up, special teams there by Edinburgh.
Well, and we saw San Benito at PHA North last week, Armando, and they had a good showing for early in the year. They looked crisp on the offensive side of the ball, and the defense looked solid. What did you see back there?
You know, you saw an intensity on both sides of the ball. You know, you saw the offensive line getting good push. You saw the defense aggressive. And there's a different edge about this team, Mario, that people are going to start to notice. People that are here tonight certainly taking notice of that.
Quickly to the line, quarterback Christian Sierra. Here's a snap, looking to pass. Shorts, almost intercepted. Well, the linebacker stepped into the passing lane. Number 38 had an interception, just dropped it. Armando Palacios, good read. San Benito was going to run a quick curl on the inside receiver. Pass was intended to number 9, Javier Ortiz, but linebacker number 38 read it perfectly and stepped right into the lane, knocked it down. Armando Palacios. Quickly to the line, handoff is straight up the middle. Brought the minimal gain that time by running back Gabriel Vasquez. And again, Vasquez, Mando, a senior running back this time. We've seen him for 2 years. Year number 3 for Vasquez. What do we expect from him this year, Mando? You
know, he's one of the fastest players on this side of the valley, and now he's showcasing his running ability. He's gotten better as a runner.
Christian Sierra passes dead to the right, intercepted in midair. Still going to the 20, to the 10. He's going to be brought down. Ball was intercepted. Sierra was rolling out, was scrambling, decided to throw the ball in midair. Ball's intercepted, taken the other way to about the 18, 17-yard line. Let's look at the replay. Yeah, that play broke down. A lot of pressure. Number 21 takes it the other way. Robert Sanchez has stepped into the passing lane. He was finally brought down by number 4, Armando Medrano.
You're right.
Prevent the touchdown.
Excuse me, Mario. Yeah, you're right. Sierra was under pressure. He kind of floated it out there, and a heads-up play by Sanchez there.
Bobcats ready to go. Hand off to the right side. This time is number 4. No place to go. San Benito defense playing tough. Defensively for the Greyhounds, number 95. Once again, John Alvarez. The ball carrier was number 4, Saul Ramirez. And defensively, Mando, this year, they're under a new defensive coordinator. What do we know about the defensive coordinator, Coach Buff, for the San Benito Greyhounds?
Haskell Buff, he was on the staff last year, actually, but he wasn't the coordinator. He has a lot of college experience. Yeah, he was the defensive coordinator at Kingsville as well.
Sure, same play again, same handoff to the right side to number 4, same result, no place to go. San Benito playing tough defense. Number 10, make it happen on the tackle. That's Alvaro Vargas.
And one of the things you hear from the players on the defense is this isn't an easy defense. It's a college level scheme. So there's a lot to learn. And, you know, the guys are coming into their own here, but they've been aggressive against PHA North and again tonight.
3rd and long for the Bobcats. Quarterback Borrego getting the signal from the sideline. 1 man in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers late. Here's a snap, looking to pass. A lot of pressure, scrambling to the left side, still running. He's going to be brought down at about the 18-yard line. No place to go. That's San Benito defense being quick. Yeah, and I know that, Mando, talking to Coach Buff, he's a new defensive coordinator. Of course, he's co-defensive coordinators, Coach Michael Mall as well. And this defense is going to be tough. Of course, returning all-purpose players, Pedro Coronado and Chris Padilla. What do you know about them, Mando? What is projected from those guys?
Those guys are going to set the edge up front. They're 2 of the better defensive ends in the district. You know, they got good size. They're smart players. They're all district players. So, you know, those were cornerstones for that defense to build around.
Jorge Castillo coming in to try a field goal. Here's a snap, and here's a kick. Kick is blocked. Kick is blocked. Picked up by the Greyhounds at the 18-yard line. He's tackled by the Bobcats. Number 15 picked up the ball. The The field goal try was blocked. Number 15 for the Greyhounds. Leo Garza picked it up and brought down by the Bobcats.
Just good penetration there. We talk about it again. Looked like it might have been number 5 coming in, Mario Valdez.
Yeah, and you talked about it, Mando. One of the 3 facets of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. And you know, a lot of teams spend a lot of time on the offensive side of the ball or the defensive side of the ball, and you know, they forget about special teams, and you know, it's paying off. Pays off dividends.
It's been a big asset for San Benito tonight, that's for sure.
Here's a snap for San Benito. Handoff is to the outside. Breaks a tackle. Another one. Gabriel Vargas still going to about the 29-yard line. Finally brought down by number 60 for the Bobcats. That would be Jacob Garza. And, of course, Greyhounds trying to implement a new offensive side of the ball. We talked about the defense. Coach Bob, now on the offensive side of the football. Mando, we have Coach Offensive Coordinator. That's Gilbert Leal.
And we talk about another experienced guy, former head coach here in the Valley at Mercedes and at Harlingen South.
Great play in the middle of the field. No place to go. Good play by the Bobcats. Number 31, but making the tackle initially was 44. Beautiful play defensively. Arnold Guerrero. He wrapped up Christian Serra in the backfield. It almost looked like he was going to get the handoff. Yeah, but let's talk about Gilbert Leal. A lot of experience in Mercedes, Harlingen South. Of course, former quarterback himself.
Right. You know, he played at UTEP. You know, he knows a thing or two about playing quarterback. And, you know, so far the offenses look good throughout the first 2 games here.
Looking to pass to the left side. Caught by number 1. Brought down at about the 38-yard line. Victor Gaitan on the catch.
It looks like Julio Pesina's come in at quarterback, Mario, and he was a junior varsity quarterback. He's come in, he's kind of learning the ropes, but he's very athletic, good runner, and he had a nice throw right there.
Yeah, that was Pesina, the quarterback. I think he's more of a thrower. Pesina, number 20 at quarterback now for the Greyhounds, Julio Pesina. Calling the signals. Handoff to the right side on the read play. They're also at running back is number 24 now, running for the San Benito Greyhounds. That would be Omar Garcia.
So it looks like Dan Goldman is getting some of his younger players some experience here in the 3rd quarter, and rightfully so. You know, the game's out of hand. You want to try to build your depth and get these guys some reps, and that's what he's doing right
experience, and it'll pay dividends down the line. Exactly. So a new quarterback for San Benito, number 20, Julio Pesina, calling the signals. There's a moment again. He's going to throw it to the left side. Same play. Now this time he's going to intercept it. It's a free play, Mando. Number 34 intercepts for the Bobcats. Of course, there's a flag on the play. So this play is actually designed to throw it. Defense jump offside, you throw the ball. Now we saw it in the first half, Mando, and it worked well for San Benito 2-3 times. It's a free play. Even if it's intercepted, it's negated. So.
Yeah, and the players are coached to do that. You know, you're designed to play through the whistle. You know, it worked earlier for a touchdown. You never give up on the play. And, you know, even here it might have been a little roll of the dice. It was an interception, but they knew it was offside, so nobody's hurt, and they get to play it again.
An alert play by number 34. I mean, you don't want to let it go through. It's a free play for the offense, but defensively, you still got to play. So that time at 34 was smart enough to pick it off. I mean, stay with the play. Aaron Tijerina. San Benito made in motion to the right. Here's a handoff, flag on the play. Flag on the play. Getting a little sloppy there, and that's part of going with a second team sometimes, but that's fine. And again, like you said, you know, Greyhounds leading with the 5 minutes, 31 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, 46-7. You can afford to do that, Mando.
Right.
And let's go back to the offensive coordinator while we have a break in the action. Coach Gilbert Leal for San Benito. Now, notice something different, Mando. He calls the game from the press box.
He does, and a lot of coaches like to do that to get the full view of the field. You know, Gilbert Leal he's a well-respected coach down here in the Valley, and you know, he knows what he's doing. He's been a part of some great teams, and you know, he's come in here and really changed the attitude of this offense, and the players love it. You know, you're just down there on the sidelines. The players love playing in this offense.
Shotgun for the Greyhounds. Pesina, many motion to the right. Here's a handoff. Mishandle, ball's fumble. Pesina's just going to fall on it at about the 32, 33-yard line. And Christian Sierra had a good night. He's down for the night, and
it looks like Pesina just kind of looked up really quick right when the ball was coming in, and
that's the thing. You just can't take off your eye on the ball,
You always hear that. Keep your eye on the ball, right? I guess no matter what sport it is.
Lost the ball. That's going to bring a 3rd and long for the San Benito offense. Here's a snap. Pesina dropping back, looking to pass. Palms fakes, brings it back down. Now he's going to run to about the 35. Vecina tackle brought down at about the 37, 38-yard line.
Wow, that linebacker, I think it's Christian Roxburgh for Edinburgh. He came flying in from the backside of the play, never gave up, showed a great effort on that play.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. I mean, that's good for Edinburgh. You know, even though the score is out of hand, you want your players to continue to play, and that's the thing. And I'm sure, Coach, you know, we talked about San Benito on the, as far as the coaching staff, Mando, but also on the other side of the football, Joaquin Escobar comes into Edinburgh, takes over the program. A lot of experience with Coach Escobar.
Yeah, he's been around. He's a lifetime assistant. He's from West Texas, so he's coached at schools. He's coached at Odessa Permian, Midland Lee. So he's been a part of some good programs.
Some powerhouses, no question about it. And as of late, I know he was in the Corpus Christi area.
Right, he was the offensive coordinator at Corpus Christi King. So he's, you know, Edinburgh only has a handful of starters coming back. They're basically starting from scratch. You know, and this team, they're going to grow as the season comes on.
Yeah,
this
it's going to take them some time.
Absolutely.
You know, exactly. Ball is going to be down at about the 29-yard line. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Greyhounds on top, 46-7. Mario Medrano alongside Armando Garza, sports writer for the Valley Morning Star and the local paper, San Benito News, talking football. Mando, of course, extensive experience covering a lot of football in the Rio Grande Valley, so we'll continue to talk as we watch the game on the screen. Man in motion to the right, shotgun formation, 1 man in the backfield. Quarterback calling the signal, looking to pass. He's going to take off the field. Borrego, he slips down, falls down. He's going to be down at the 30-yard line. No gain on the play.
You know, we talk about getting reps, Mario. I mean, Borrego came in. You know, he wasn't the starter tonight.
Right.
He came in and kind of took over for Angel Diaz. Kind of thrust into the role, so he's learning trial by fire right now.
Yeah, senior quarterback, number 13, Angel Diaz was starter, and then Borrego came in, and not really sure what happened there. Borrego calling the signals, rolling out to the right, looking to pass. He's going to take off to the 30, across the 35 to about the 37-yard line, brought down by number 95 for the Greyhounds, I believe, Alvarez. Again, we're standing on the sideline. It's hard to see the numbers sometimes, so we apologize for that. We'd like to recognize as many players as we can. Bobcats ready to go, facing a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 from about the 37-yard line. 3rd and 2. Man in motion to the left side. Here's a snap. Handoff is to number 4 to the right side to about the 40. Breaks a tackle across to about midfield. Finally pushed out of bounds by number 27. Boy, he had ideas about going all the way on that one, Mando.
He did. He didn't give up. He took the initial contact there, kept going. You know, we talk about effort plays. Coaches are going to see this. They're not looking at 46-7 right now. They're looking at who's trying, who's playing hard, and who's you know, who wants to be out there.
Yeah, that was number 4, Saul Ramirez. He's also a sophomore. They got a backfield, a couple of sophomores in the backfield. Here's a snap. Borrego looking to pass, looking downfield. Takes off to the right side. Now decides to pass. Incomplete. He was looking for number 12 down the field, but number 12 was throwing a block. I think number 12, Ramon Garcia, had committed to the block, not knowing his quarterback had taken off, so incomplete.
Yeah, this is definitely a rebuilding job in Edinburgh. You know, the Bobcats are one of the more prouder programs here in the Valley. Been around for a long time, had a lot of success. You know, Escobar comes in and he replaced Joey Cáceres, who was a protege of Robert Vela, the late Robert Vela. So, you know, there's a lot of transition going on here in Edinburgh, and so far they're just trying to get their reps in.
He's brought down, tackle looking to pass, fake the slant of the right, wanted to go downfield, no place to go. He's tackled in the backfield by the San Benito defense.
John Belmontes came flying in there and made the sure sack there for San Benito.
But yeah, Coach Escobar is a new program, so it's going to take him a little while. He got a couple of sophomores in the back, good-looking sophomores running with the ball out of the backfield. And then Borrego, number 7, is also a junior, so he's trying to put the program back together. And like you said, great history, Bobcats. And I've been around following Valley football for many, many years, and you know, historic, a lot of tradition over there. So got some growing pains now. He's going to be tackled at about the 39-yard line. Number 27 on the tackle for San Benito, Roel Rodriguez.
You know, and San Benito's kind of in the same boat as well. You know, they were.
Right.
You know, they maybe not have as long a tradition as Edinburgh, but, you know, Dan Gomez has come in here and he's trying to change the whole culture of this program. And through a scrimmage and about three-quarters of the first game, it looks like he's doing a great job doing that.
Yeah, and you know, San Benito fans, they love their football, and being out of the playoffs for a couple of years left a bad taste in their mouth. And I think this group, decided to work in the off season. He has a lot of good workouts, and it's paying off here early in the year. I mean, we still got a lot of football to go, but so far I think it looks good for Coach Gomez and his staff.
You know, if you ask Dan Gomez right now, he'll probably just stare at you and say, "We're not happy right now."
Yeah,
you know,
it's been a little sloppy, but I mean, I think the rain has something to do. First game of the year,
Right.
you know, they're young men, you know, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, and you know, it's amazing always, you know, how this coaches their careers depending on a 15, 16-year-old kid, you know, but that's the way it is.
And the culture of coaching has changed. You know, back in the 70s and 80s, coaches would stick around till they left, you know, 5, 10, 15 years. Now you kind of see that NFL mentality, college mentality. If you don't win in 2 or 3 years, you know, a lot of school districts aren't afraid to make a change.
A minute and 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Greyhounds take over. Quarterback is number 20 now, Julio Pesina. Here's a snap, looking to pass. No place to go, incomplete. Good defense by the Bobcats. Number 16 coming across to make the tackle. San Benito was going to run a little arrow pass out of the backfield, but number 16 said, "No way, I got this one covered." Jacob Gutierrez, good play by the linebacker for the Bobcats.
Again, and the coaches aren't looking at 46-7. You know, that doesn't say they don't care, the Edinburgh coaches, but right now they're looking at who's going to help them out down the line in district. You know, who's going to step up and make plays, who's going to step up and show that effort.
Exactly. Oh, good tackle again by the linebacker, minimal gain, number 54, coming to make the tackle for Edinburgh, Raul Rodriguez. Yeah, and San Benito, good opportunity to get some playing time for the other players. Let's continue to talk, Mando, about the Edinburgh Bobcats. Got new coach Escobar, a lot of experience, and then again having to rebuild, you know, a team, Edinburgh Bobcats with a lot of tradition, you know, and so it's going to take him a little while. It's the play by Pesina up the middle, minimal gain.
Yeah, and now, you know, with Edinburgh with 4 high schools now.
Yeah.
You know, Edinburgh Vela opened up a couple years ago, and you know, see, the talent has to be split 4 ways. You know, and there's different areas of town, and you know, a lot of people wanted to hit the reset button in Edinburgh. You know, a lot of people. That's the flagship school in Edinburgh, and they,
Right.
you know, I think they went 1-9 last year or 2-8, and then that's unacceptable there. You know, and the kids know that, and the community does, and when you make a change, you want to bring in somebody with a fresh ideas, fresh outlook, and you know, Escobar, we talked about earlier, the programs he's been a part of. You know, he's got the tools to do that.
And that's going to do it. That's the end of the third quarter from Bobby Morrow Stadium. Mario Medrano alongside Armando Garza bringing you the action. That's going to do it. 3 quarters are in the books from Bobby Morrow Stadium. Greyhounds lead the game 46-7. And we're going to continue to talk to Armando Garza, sports writer for the local newspapers. Armando, yeah, 4 schools in Edinburgh. Of course, you got Edinburgh North. You got the Vela. And you got Economides.
And you got
4
North.
schools.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, you're right. You have to share the talent. That's one of the fortunate things for San Benito, being a 1 high school town still. I think it's only us and Los Fresnos in 5A with a 1 school. And so, you know, the talent stays all in 1 team. So that's gotta be an advantage in a certain way, you know?
It does. You know, you kind of have your pick of the litter with athletes, and, you know, before you know it, I think San Benito might be the last remaining, and now you call it 6A team with 1 school.
Fake punt. San Benito's going to run it to the 40, to the 45. San Benito runs a fake punt. Number 84 decides to keep it on a 4th and 6. Number 84, the punter, takes it up to the right side. Alejandro Lugo. Well, and the coach is going to the bag of tricks. I don't know if that was the sign or Lugo saw a Bobcat defender right in front of his face, decided to put it away, and that's probably why they practice a fire type of play.
Right, and you know, again, I don't think Dan Gomez or any of the coaches are trying to pour anything on.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get different looks and run different stuff, and that's what non-district's for, you know.
And I think that time what happened was that Bobcat came in right in his face, so the punter saw that and put the ball down and just ran it. First down for San Benito. Pesina, the quarterback. Here's a handoff. The whistle's going to stop they're going to stop the play. Somebody wasn't ready. It's going to be a timeout by San Benito. So, and again, a lot of the other thing we want to talk about, Armando, is changes in a new district. We got a new football season, got new coaches in both towns, and also now let's talk about the district. New district, District 32-6A, was created by the UIL during the realignment, and there's a lot of movement of teams. Of course, San Benito's back in 32-6A.
Right.
Some Mofos
Right, you know, it's a new district, but it's familiar territory for San Benito, and it's actually a lot better for the fans and for the district. You know, no more traveling to PSJA or McAllen. You know, everything's over here in Cameron County. You go to Brownsville. You know, next year they'll go to Los Fresnos. They go to Bogus Stadium one time. So, you know, it's kind of a regional thing, an area thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, Harlingen's back to being a district game, which everybody loves, the Battle of Arroyo with a lot at stake. So, you know, I think it was a right move by the UIO, and it will be a competitive district. You know, you got the 4 Brownsville schools, Los Fresnos, and the 2 Harlingen schools.
It's looking like it's going to shape up like a good district. You're right. I mean, looking at the stats, it's going to be some tough opponents. You know, now San Benito, they continue to improve, and you know, I think they can be in the middle of the race, and we'll see what happens. Here we go. Handoff is quarterback keeper to the right side. Pesina, no place to go. Good tackle by the Bobcat defense, number 54, making the tackle, Raul Rodriguez.
And even though he got only a yard there, it keeps the clock moving. You know, we had the delay with the weather earlier and all the penalties and the change of possession. And so now we kind of get to slow things down a bit, get the clock moving. You know, we don't want anybody to get hurt, any injuries or anything like that.
Exactly. Greyhound offense ready to go. In the backfield is number 24, Omar Garcia. Men in motion to the left side. Here's a snap. Handoff. It's to the outside. A whistle again.
Looks like they're going to blow that dead for motion again.
Some of the second teamers are in there, and yeah, it's starting to false start against San Benito. That's going to cost them 5 yards. Well, upcoming games for San Benito next Thursday. Greyhounds will be on the road at West Laco East on a Thursday night game. Mando, I'm not a big fan of Thursday night or Saturday night games.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, having to share the stadium with Westaco, you know, and it's funny because the Wildcats played on this Thursday night. They played yesterday against Brownsville Rivera. Now they have another Thursday game.
Screen play to the right, caught by number 24. Still going, breaks a tackle, still going to the 40 across. Finally brought down at about the 38-yard line. San Benito tries a screen pass, and it worked. Good execution that time.
And Omar Garcia, he had a great scrimmage against PHA North. He had a couple of long runs.
Yeah.
You know, he's a backup to Vasquez, and he showed some spark there, and now you get him the reps here.
Yeah, shifted running back, Omar Garcia, number 24. He's a senior tailback for San Benito. Greyhound offense ready to go. Offside, he's going to throw it. Incomplete. He's hit immediately as he's trying to let the ball go again. I think the defense jumped offside, so Pesina was trying to take advantage and then throw the ball, but defense was able to knock it down. 1st and 5 now, 5 yards against the Bobcats.
And again, the coaches are getting some good looks here. You know, they want to see who can step up. You know, of course we don't want to see that, but if somebody goes down or somebody has to step up, they look at these reps. They're looking at this film. They want to see, hey, what did this guy do when we put him in there?
Now for the San Benito game, let's go back to the West Laco East game. They'll be on Thursday, September the 4th at 7 p.m. Pesina rolling out to the left, looking to pass. He breaks a tackle. He's a big boy. Breaks a tackle. He's brought down. No gain on the play. Probably lost a couple of yards, rolling out to the left side. Now for the Bobcats, Armando, they will be at home next week. They'll open the season the first game at home next week. They take on McAllen. The McAllen Bulldogs come to town. And so that's their Upper Valley District, Mando. Also, during the realignment, there was some changes, there was some movement in the Upper Valley teams, Mando. What do you know about that?
And Edinburgh and McAllen, Mackay, you know, that's a long rivalry that goes back a long time. And even though it's a non-district game, but you know, it's going to be a good test for Edinburgh, I think.
So that's the schedule for next week. Greyhounds on the road on Thursday night, and again, not too crazy about playing on Thursday night for myself. You know, I always like the Friday night lights, you know, knowing that everybody's playing, you know, the crowd is into it. Long pass to the left side by Pesina. Incomplete.
Boy, I think that's about the 7th or 8th time we've seen that offsides, and the Greyhounds stay with the play. I mean, they got a touchdown out of it earlier, and that's what you coach them up to do. You know, they stick with it, and nobody stops.
Exactly. And I think Edinburgh has caught on to it now that they were able to pick one off.
That's the 9th penalty for Edinburgh already, and you know that's a sign of a young club. Actually, I think they picked it up, but a young team is going to have those penalties, those growing pains.
Looking to pass on the left side. Number 88 had a shot at it. San Benito bullet pass to the left side to number 88. That's Brendan Huerta. Almost intercepted on the rebound by the Bobcat defense. There is a flag on the play, Mando, and I think that's going to allow the Greyhounds to continue with the drive.
Yeah, with a lot of these second teamers and possibly third teamers, young kids, you know, they're going to come in here and make mistakes, but the coaches can live with that. It's the first week of the season. This isn't a district game. That's what these games are for, to get out here and learn.
A lot of new things for San Benito, Armando, alongside a new coach, new district, also new uniform. See the helmets?
Beautiful helmets. They, you know, a lot of teams are going to that two-tone color, and then they see the classic SB on the back, which a lot of the community members really loved when that was announced in the spring.
Quick pass to the left side, completed, caught. Pass was completed on the left side to number 8. Receiver for San Benito, J.R. Gaitan.
Mr. Touchdown earlier, 90 yards.
Yeah.
So good to see him get some reps there at receiver.
Yeah, the starting group, I think the receiver said, I think the Greyhounds are pretty deep in that area. I got some really good receivers, speed, some height. Handoff is to the right side. He's going to keep it straight up the middle. Pesina fighting for yards. A lot of the Bobcats around him. He finally bring him down.
It's a real good push up there. The linemen were trying to get him those extra 2 yards to get the first down. I don't know how close he is.
Leading the block, 51, Jose Rodriguez. See if we can get some of the names. Fake to 24, and then blocking number 76, Gilbert Sandoval. Quickly to the Greyhounds, looking for the signal from the sideline. Pesina, 1 man in the backfield, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left.
Looks like they gave him the first down, so no rush here for San Benito.
Looking to pass, fakes the handle, takes off right out, straight up the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, touchdown.
That was a nice ball fake there by Pesina. Kind of gave the look of a run, and then, or pass, excuse me, and then he was able to tuck it and run and get that touchdown. And this is a kind of a debate, Mario, that people come up with, like, hey, why are these guys scoring, and why? But you know, these are backups. These are guys that they're reserves. These are guys that don't get all the snaps that the starters do. So they're going to go in there and they're going to try their best. They're going to give their effort. They want to score touchdowns. They're not going to go in there and fall down and you know, not do anything.
Yeah, and that too, Armando. The thing is, I did some coaching myself, you know, little league coach and all that. And what I used to try to do is just run dives at him. You know, just run dives, nothing fancy. And that was a simple straight dive, nothing serious, you know, nothing fancy. And, you know, it's a play that may or may not get you a whole lot of yards. So, you know, you expect the defense. You're running to the heart of the defense, so they can make the tackle. There's no bad intention of running the score or anything like that.
Absolutely not. You know, with the backups in there, you know, like I said, they want to go in there and they want to make their mark. They want to look good on film from the coaches, and so they're going to go in there and they're going to give that effort, as you see the replay here.
Looking at the replay.
Just a great effort by Pesina to get in there, kind of carry the man with him into the goal line.
Ruben Cavazos trying to make the tackle there. And well, with 9 minutes, 5 seconds left in the game, Greyhounds on top, 53, Bobcats 7. Mario Medrano alongside Armando Garza, talking sports, and a lot of topics to talk about. Different districts. Of course, Greyhounds celebrating football parents night here at Bobby Morrow Stadium early in the year, but then again, there's a lot of activities going on throughout the year, and Greyhounds decided to get this out of the way. So football players night, I certainly want to congratulate the parents. They sacrifice a lot, you know, for having the kids, for the players, early morning workouts, man. Oh, taken by number 12 to the left side, going up the middle, still going, number 12 for the Bobcats on the kickoff return. Finally brought down, good return once again. That's number 12, Ramon Garcia, junior wide receiver. Another player that's coming back for the Bobcats.
So now coaches want to see again here. Let's see, you know, you're down big, you know, but they want to see positive plays. They want to see good things on film. And that's why these guys
effort and positive plays. You're exactly right, Armando.
You know, every coach I've known all these years that I've been doing this, they say, hey, you know, sometimes we'll go to the very end of a game. We want to see who's giving that effort.
Looking to pass. Long pass to the left side. Lets it go. Incomplete. Pass was intended to number 5, John Murillo.
A nice throw there. He just couldn't bring it in. I think we're kind of starting to see Mr. Borrego here kind of got his baptism by fire, excuse me, and you know, he's in there taking his lumps, but he's going to remember this game for a long time, that's for sure.
Defending for San Benito was Flavio Diaz. Looking to pass to the right side now. Over the middle, incomplete. Pass was intended to number 80, Big tight end Tristan Olivares. Defending for the Greyhounds, number 13, Isaac Sanchez.
He actually throws a real nice ball, and that was maybe another one that might have been caught there. Good defense by San Benito, but the ball was right there on the money.
Yeah, big target. Unable to connect. That's going to bring up a third down. Looking to pass. Borrego steps up. Now he's going to take off, puts it down. He's brought down at about the 37, 38-yard line.
John Alvarez chased him down. You talk about effort plays, and that was one. He came running down the line and tackled the quarterback there for a nice play.
Once again, I want to welcome you to KSBG coverage of the San Benito Greyhounds and the Edinburgh Bobcats. Also, if you're listening on valleycentral.com, live audio streaming here tonight, and a lot of games you can catch it throughout the year on valleycentral.com in partnership with San Benito School District.
It's a great job that KSBG does here. Dave Cortez and all the staff, they do a marvelous job here. And then they're able to kind of link up with Valley Central, like you said, Mario. And it's been going on a couple of years now, and the fans really love this sort of thing here. So.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, tonight, there's a lot of rain in the Upper Valley, so I'm sure some of the parents from breaking the action. So yeah, it's a lot of rain in the Upper Valley. I'm sure a lot of the Edinburgh fans didn't make it down here, but they're probably listening right now to us.
Right. So, and the experience with these things is there's people all over the state, all over the country. I know in our past experiences, we've had even people outside the country listening to this. So.
Yeah, we had people. My son was in Germany last year, and of course now he's back in the States. Just want to send out a shout out to all the military folks, of course. They represent our country. My son was Staff Sergeant Danny Medrano. Now he's back in Georgia, and so yeah, they were listening to the game, and my son up in, of course, Andrew Medrano, former Greyhound, both of them, and up in the New Braunfels, San Antonio area, and they told me, yeah, we're listening, and that's great. I mean, that's great. Like you say, they do a great job, and
it's a special treat for the fans, that don't get to come down here, and the high class operation here.
High kick taken by Armando Medrano at the 30-yard line, trying to find some room. Daylight to the right side. Oh, he breaks a tackle. Another one. Brings it back to the left side. Armando Medrano breaks another tackle. Still going. Breaks it to the outside. Still going across the 50 to the 40. Armando Medrano to the 30. He's got a blocker. One man to beat. Cuts back across into the end zone. Did he make it? Yes. Did we get the signal? Yep. Touchdown.
I don't know how many tackles he broke on that thing.
There's a flag on the play, Mando, right at the 40-yard line. I don't know who that's going to go against, but this may be called back. A lot of running by Armando Medrano.
What an effort. He zigged and zagged, and he tiptoed through the tulip, whatever cliche you want to use there. He did it all. Unfortunately, there was a block in the back on the play.
Yeah, and that happens when there's a lot of shifting and movement like that, unfortunately. But tremendous effort by Armando Medrano. And again, I want to go on record. It's not related to me. I know the good kid, but he's not a Medrano. Although there's a Medrano coming up with a freshman purple team, Mando, that I want to send a shout out to all the sub-varsity teams that played yesterday. The future looks good for San Benito. That freshman purple team put 50 points yesterday. And one quarterback, Aaron Medrano, happens to be my son, had 3 touchdowns. Now he's related to me. Yeah. I want to congratulate a real proud dad here tonight. It's my boy threw a couple of long touchdowns, 62-yarder, a 60-yarder, ran for 30 yards. So that freshman team's very talented, Mando. So the future looks good for San Benito. The defense looked good and the offense. So I want to say a shout out to the purple freshman team out of VMA. And, of course, all the sub-varsity teams and all the student athletes, all the, there's volleyball going on right now, Mando. Right. So all different things going on. So we don't want to forget about them as well. Mm-hmm. The cheerleader, bells. I mean, it's a whole. The student body's so involved this time of the year. It's just it's a good time. It's a good time.
It's the best time of the year, that's for sure. I think so.
San Benito's got the ball. A lot of substitutions now. Again, we're talking about getting playing time. We see a couple of big boys coming into the game. 7 minutes, 1 second left in the ball game. Greyhounds on top, 53-7. Who's the quarterback? They got another quarterback, I think, Mando. Number 8 at quarterback. Yeah. Handoff is to the left side to number 22. Trying to get around the corner. Breaks a tackle. Number 22, ball carrier, Edward Alvarez.
Yeah, that's J.R. Gaitan in at quarterback. He is the third-string quarterback for this team.
Yeah, that's number 8, J.R. Gaitan, junior quarterback.
Does a little bit of everything, apparently.
Yeah, he'll water boy at halftime and
Whatever
All
you need.
kinds of things. Whatever you need, this kid is really good athlete. And again, you know, but the Bobcats coach Escobar came in having to find players. And for San Benito, for Coach Dan Gomez, there was some returning talent. Try to get to the outside. Still going, number 8. He's going to run out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. Ball, quarterback keeper to the right side, J.R. Gaitan. And we're talking about some of the talent returning on the defense. Boy, you got a couple of players. And I was being so impressed with the number 98 defensively, Pedro Coronado, 99, Chris Padilla. And those are names we know.
They are.
But then again, the whole defense as a whole is playing good. There's some really good talent. And we'll get to know those names as we go along, Mando.
Right, absolutely. And they're an attacking defense, you know. And I'm sure Coach Buff's going to pull up the film and say, you know, there's some things we can improve. But for the first night out, they looked definitely great and very aggressive. And they were able to keep stuff in front of them.
Number 22 on the carry, Edward Alvarez, minimal gain. Good Bobcat defense to bring him down. Number 11 on the tackle for the Bobcats, Albert Vasquez. And I like what I see from Edinburgh. They're not giving up, and that's what you want. You're talking about giving the effort, you know. And
right.
It's a young team, you know, and it's growing pains.
Absolutely.
Third string quarterback now, number 8, quarterback keeper to the right, trying to get to the corner, to the 50, across midfield. Here we go, he's on the open field. One man to beat, number 19, side steps. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. Number 8, J.R. Gaitan.
Well, he showed the ability to get outside and really turn on the speed. He's got very good quickness for this guy.
It's a flag on the play. I don't know who that's going to be. That's going to go against the Greyhounds. That's going to negate that run. Beautiful plays in the replay. Good job by KSBG once again. Looking at the replay. The little stutter move there.
Got a few more yards. Yeah.
Number 19 making the tackle for the Bobcats, Gonzalo Rodriguez.
And these spot fouls are always hard to kind of figure because you're like, okay, there was a penalty. He was running. How many yards do you give him? Stuff like that. So,
exactly.
You know, it wiped out the run, but, you know, he's shown the ability tonight, nevertheless.
Yeah, nevertheless, you got to look at the effort from the kid. A good run. It's a good run. All righty, quarterback Pesina comes back in there. Tight formation, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Handoff is straight up the middle. Wrapped around by the Bobcat defense. First one in there is number 60 making the tackle, Jacob Garza.
You know, again, the important thing here is the clock's moving as we hit about 5 minutes left in the game. And I'm sure players are starting to cramp up. It's very humid out here. You know, want to make sure nobody gets hurt.
Also want to remind the fans at home, the San Benito Bells are celebrating the 40th anniversary coming up here pretty soon. And you want to make a call, you want to be participating in that, you want to call Ms. Pope. Get in touch with her, see if we can get your phone number. And you may, if you want to participate in that, that's coming up here. Timeout break in the action for the Greyhounds. See if we can get to that information.
And this kind of is a testament to what Dan Gomez is preaching here. And as you see, offensive line coach Josh Perez in there, who played for Dan Gomez at Rio Hondo. You know, they want to see things executed correctly. You know, just because they're up big.
Yeah, don't get sloppy.
There's 4.5 minutes left. That doesn't mean you're off the hook. You know, they want to go in there and do things the right way.
Exactly. And well, running out the coaching staff on the staff for Coach Dan Gomez, offensive coordinator Gilbert Leal, defensive coordinator Haskell Buff, coach co-defensive coordinator Michael Ball, special teams coach Alex Rosales. You mentioned him. Also on the staff is William Huerta, Johnny Garza, Victor Rubalcaba, Juan Rangel, Jimmy Young, Eddie Gonzalez, Moses Cantu, Joshua Perez.
And he's got a good mix of coaches. Guys, you know, these are guys that Dan Gomez trusts. You know, there's a little Rio Hondo connection with a couple of them, and you know, that's what you want when you're in charge of a program like San Benito. You want to bring in people that are going to do, you know, that are on the same page with you and want to accomplish the same goal.
Screen pass completed. Quickly brought down. Good defense by the Bobcats. Greyhounds trying to run a screen pass to number 22, Edward Alvarez. Penalty decline and fourth down. That was a penalty against San Benito. Ball resting at the 40-yard line. Let's go back to the information about the San Benito Bells 40th anniversary. It's scheduled for Friday, November the 7th. You can choose to perform at the game. Shirts are being designed for all to purchase. You must register to receive more information. And of course, you may contact Sonia Flores or Leticia Pope for more information. See if I can have a number. I was given the information, trying to get you a number or a website. All right, here's the punt. Taken by the Bobcats at the 40. Breaking the tackle, number 12. Hit hard, brought down. Number 12 receiving Ramon Garcia. Short gain, short return. San Benito defense there to make the tackle.
And for the Bobcats, you know, with about 4 minutes left here, they want to see something positive. You know, they want to put a drive together, you know, and end this thing on a good note. You know, so they're not here to give up. They're not here to pack it in. You know, they're trying to score, and they're trying to get some more of those positive plays that we mentioned.
Sprint formation for the Bobcats. 1 minute in the backfield. Handoff is to the right side. Here's number 4 here. Hit hard, brought down. Ball carrier, Saul Ramirez, sophomore running back.
That was Juan Salas who came in. I think he had an interception in the scrimmage against PSJ North. Nice way to come up and make that tackle, Martin.
Good tackle. If you want more information regarding the San Benito Bells, go to you can get contact Sonia Flores at SOFlores at sbcisd.net or El Pope at sbcisd.net. All righty, here we go. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle by the Bobcats. And that's number 3 to about the midfield. Nathan Mott is a combination of 2 sophomores in the backfield for the Bobcats.
Well, these are names you're going to be hearing a lot if you're a Bobcat fan.
Exactly.
And you'll probably be looking back on this game a year or so from now and be like, man, remember when they were thrown to the lions, so to speak? And, you know, this could only lead to good things in the future for these guys.
3 minutes, 12 seconds left in the ball game. Men in motion to the right side for the Bobcats. Here's a snap. Borrego, he's going to hand off. He's going to keep it up the middle. A lot of defenders. Number 16 making the tackle immediately. John Belmares.
We've mentioned his name a couple times tonight, Mario. He's an effort player. He's shown that he doesn't quit on plays, and he was able to hit him hard there.
Good tackle. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Bobcats.
Nothing to lose here. I would imagine they're going to go for it.
Yeah. 2 minutes, 41 seconds left in the ball game. San Benito on top, 53-7. Christian Sierra out of the ball game pretty much the whole second half as the Greyhounds build up that huge lead. All right, here we go. They're going for it. 4th down, looking to pass. He's going to throw it incomplete. Pass intent. It was a little swing pass to the right side. Intent number 3, Mott, is incomplete. That's going to turn the ball over and down. There's a flag on the play right in the middle of the field at about the 37-yard line. See what the call is going to be. If that's a defensive penalty, Mando, the drive is going to continue. Let's look at the signal. Unsportsmanlike against San Benito.
And that's unfortunate because it keeps the drive alive for Edinburgh, and those are penalties you don't like to see.
Well, and one thing I've noticed here today, Mando, you normally don't see at the high school level. The referees are identifying the players. Normally, you don't see that in high school. And,
right.
You know, but, you know, I'm not sure. I try to stay away from that, but I did notice that earlier today on a couple of occasions they identified the player. You know, they're kids. They're going to do that, and so we normally not going to do that. All righty, San Benito defense. A lot of players, massive substitutions for the San Benito, getting a lot of playing time. And again, valuable playing time that should pay dividends down the road.
That's what non-district's for. Again, you know, you want to get these guys some reps. You know, they want them to take a couple of hits, give a couple of hits, get that experience. That way that when they do have to go in later on, they won't be as nervous or they won't be as apprehensive.
Well, San Benito will be on the road next week. They'll be at Westlaco East on Thursday, September the 4th at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock start time at in Westlaco.
Bobby Lackey Stadium.
Bobby Lackey.
Looks like that was a dead ball foul, so San Benito kept the ball. but they pushed them back 15 yards.
Out of the shotgun with a deep back, straight handoff from number 24 once again. And once again, Mando, it's great to be back. Football fever. I mean, football's back in, in the state of Texas, and a lot of excitement. And we like what we see. I think San Benito fans are going to go home happy tonight. They still got some work to do, obviously. And for the Edinburgh Bobcats, they got a couple of sophomores in the backfield, and I'm sure Coach Escobar is going to be happy with that. Got some work to do, but it's a new team and it's a young team, and so. A lot of tradition over there, a lot of pride, so I'm sure they'll work on it.
Right.
And of course, for the Greyhounds, head coach Dan Gomez, I'm sure he's got to be happy what he sees. Some things to work on, obviously.
Right. I don't know too many coaches that say a film is perfect. They're going to come back and they're going to correct some mistakes. I know the penalties were probably an issue and early on some of the special teams, but other than that, they came out, they competed, they played hard. And, the scoreboard shows that result.
Another run out straight up the middle by number 24. And that's what San Benito just runs some dives right at him. 1 minute, 6 seconds left.
But Edinburgh will only go up from here. A lot of these guys now, they're like, okay, this is what varsity football is. This is what expectations we have. So going against Mackay next week, now, you expect to see improvement each week.
Well, football is back in the Rio Grande Valley. Everybody's sporting new shirts, all new kind of every year. Everybody with new shirts. Of course, I got my own too, courtesy of Chewy Custom Sports. A beautiful shirt. My name on it. It says The Voice, Mando. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I don't know what I have to do to get to that level, Mario. But now it is a nice shirt, and that's why you're the voice.
17 years as the voice of the Lady Hounds softball team, the premier softball program in the Rio Grande Valley. This is year number 5 for me, Mando, of course, doing KSBG, and certainly the guys in the booth are the ones that make us look good. And thank all the staff, all the camera people, our director, and KSBG. And awesome
Mr.
job.
and Mrs. Bowling there in the truck. I want to say hi to them. They did a great job tonight as well.
Exactly. 2 seconds, 1 second, and this one belongs to the Greyhounds. From Bobby Morrow Stadium, final score of this rainy wet night from Bobby Morrow. Final score, Greyhounds win this one by the score, 53, Bobcats 7. Mando, once again, thank you for coming out here today, helping us out, share some information.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you down the road, and it should be an interesting football season.
Thank you very much. Always good to be here.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us from beautiful Bobby Morrow Stadium. Football back in the valley. The bands are ready. Cheerleaders are here. And so what a beautiful night, Greyhound victory. So that's going to do it for us. We hope to see you next week. Once again, Greyhounds will be on the road at Westlaco East on Thursday night. Game time, 7 o'clock. For the Bobcats, they stay in McAllen will come to town to Edinburgh on Friday, September the 5th at 7:30. Once again, Mario Medrano alongside Armando Garza saying so long, everybody. We'll see you next time. God bless you.